Not heard the news. Paige Bueckers has ended the debate with Rookie of the Year with Sona Citron. She put on a masterclass performance, but what is making headlines?
Paige Bueckers' historic 44-point game wasn't a masterpiece. It was a carefully staged performance. While the stat sheet screamed legend, the game film whispered conspiracy. Defenders were seen literally jogging behind her, stopping mid-play and giving her wide-open looks that you wouldn't even see in a high school practice. This wasn't just a defensive collapse. It was a deliberate coronation, and it exposes the uncomfortable truth about the WNBA's new favorite star. We're not just looking at a great game, we're looking at what might be the most blatant televised setup in recent sports history. On paper, it was a night of pure basketball perfection. Paige Bueckers didn't just have a good game. She delivered a statistical masterpiece that put her in the same sentence as WNBA legends. Tying the all-time rookie record with 44 points is one thing, but to do it while making 17 of her 21 shots is almost unheard of. That's an 81% field goal percentage, a number so absurdly high that it breaks the logic of competitive sports. For context, Michael Jordan's famous flu game saw him shoot 48%. Kobe Bryant's 81-point masterpiece was on 61% shooting. What Paige did was, statistically, one of the most efficient high-volume scoring games ever seen. She was a surgeon with the basketball slicing through the defense, with a grace and efficiency that made her look completely and utterly unstoppable. The headlines wrote themselves. Bueckers explodes for 44. A star is born. The Rookie of the Year race is over. But that's where the perfect story begins to crumble. As clips of her scoring barrage flooded social media, sharp-eyed fans started pointing out something deeply strange. It wasn't about Paige's skill, it was about the shocking lack of resistance she faced. This wasn't just a case of one or two blown defensive assignments. This was a game-long pattern of bizarre passive behavior. Defenders weren't just a step slow, they looked like they were participating in a friendly warm-up drill. On one three-pointer, the closest defender was jogging behind her, as if offering polite encouragement from a safe distance. On another play, she drove to the basket through a lane so wide you could park a bus in it, and the help side defender just stood and watched. The defense wasn't just lazy, it was suspiciously absent. And that's when the whispers turned into a full-blown conversation, all centered around one unavoidable comparison: Caitlin Clark. Anyone who watched even 10 minutes of Caitlin's rookie season knows the brutal reality she faced. From the second she stepped on the court, she was treated like a public enemy. It wasn't just defense, it was a physical and psychological assault. She was hounded, trapped, and physically bodied the moment she crossed half court. Teams designed their entire defensive schemes around stopping her, sending 2 or even 3 players to make her life a living hell. She was cheap shot by Kennedy Carter, hip-checked by veterans, and taunted after every miss. Meanwhile, Paige Bueckers was casually strolling into wide, open jumpers with defenders, giving her a 6-foot cushion, as if they were still following social distancing protocols. The difference in treatment wasn't just noticeable, it was blatant.